Welcome back to the channel. So today it's another 2026 M3 competition xDrive, the G80.3. This one is finished in Dravit Grey. It's pretty well equipped. So begin up front with our headlights. So a single headlight in each of the units. Daytime running lights, basically like quotation marks. We have the optional shadowline lights and then according up there in the corner. The grille is blacked out. Double slat kidney grille. And then we have the M3 competition badging there in the grille. In between each of these grills here is the parking assistance camera, part of that parking assistance package. Move to the side here, where we got the style 825Ms, bicolor wheel option. See floating center caps and the M compound brakes, the black calipers. And tire lottery lost the probably P0s, and you'll note this car is sitting pretty low. This had the optional M Performance suspension, which is a height adjustable suspension. Hopefully I'll remember to get the little notes that come with the installation list at the port. Should be in the glove box. Out back, we have the black gurney flap and high gloss. But down back, high gloss black gurney flap here. We got xDrive badging, then M3 competition badging with the M3 blacked out and outlined in silver. Down below, a quad exhaust with a very aggressive use of high gloss black for the diffuser there. There's that rear 3/4 view. And then Dravit Grey, of course, is very metallic-y, flaky. And Dravit Grey is, of course, very flaky in the paint department. So bringing out hues of gold and sometimes even green in the sunlight. But let's make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this M3. All right, so opening up, we have the full Fjord Blue leather interior. Door card upper portion in leather. At least that's what it feels like, and then some contrasting stitching. Fjord Blue here in the center of the door card. And you see galvanic controls, part of the executive package. Down below, scratchy black plastic. And here are your standard seats on the M3. So you have the blue, and then you've got the black there in the middle with the M3 badging that lights up in the head restraint. Pretty comfortable seat, also well bolstered. Down below, adjustments for side bolster and then lumbar support, and a manually powered crumb catcher. And M3 badging here on the door sill. So on the inside, you got your standard M steering wheel, flat bottom with M badging here and then M stitching. Controls over here for the cruise control. Red M1 and M2 buttons for your setup settings. Then you see the shift paddles here. No carbon fiber on this particular build. You got the red strip, 12 o'clock. In front of me, iDrive 8.5, the M version in M mode Sport. Head-up display. The rest of the curved display here. And upper dashboard in leather with some stitching here. Trim is the aluminum rhombus anthracite trim, standard on the vehicle. You get your controls here for the vents. Then you got more of the trim here in the center console area. Got your gear selector with the embossed M emblem and M stitching, red start-stop button, and iDrive controller knob. All right, starting price, the 2026 M3 Comp xDrive is $87,700. Dravit Grey is a premium paint, that's another $1,500. Fjord Blue, full leather, another $2,550. I will note, this is technically called an individual leather, the other one being ivory white. So if you were to select either Fjord or ivory, your order will lock at a certain date, no matter how much you'd like to change it. Even if it's an individual exterior paint, that interior choice will lock the order. No further changes allowed. And parking assistance package for $800 that has changed, now includes the drive recorder. The executive package for $1,100 that has also changed with the content as well. xDrive Pro for $900. Shadow lights for $250. Everything else I see here is included. Until we get down to the luggage compartment mat, the M Performance Sports suspension is what it is technically called, for $32.35. That is installed. floating center caps, and then M Performance floor mats. All told, MSRP this particular example just a little bit under $100,000. All right, so on the inside of the glove box, you should see a readout, if you will, for the adjustments made at the port. You see the ride height there. You have the initial measurement. And it is dropped 20 millimeters. You see an alignment was done, all the measurements there. This is what you should see with your installation of the M Performance Sports suspension from the port. You should also have the tools there to make the adjustments for the height. So maybe those are in the trunk by the top of the back seat real quick. All right, so move the back. Comfort access on the rear doors. Here's the rest of that Fjord Blue interior with Dravit Grey. All right, here's a view of the cockpit from the back seat. See that Fjord Blue on the lower portion of the dashboard. Then out back you have vent controls and then climate control zone and USB-C charging ports. Near legroom, pretty decent. However, if you opt for the carbon bucket seats, you'll get even more room. Then headroom isn't much of an issue back at the M3. All right, move to the back, there is no comfort. All right, so move to the back, there is no kick to open on this trunk. Now comes standard with a powered tailgate. Used to be part of the executive package. And here are your suspension tools here for the adjustment. They might be in your glove box or perhaps in the trunk. Got the luggage compartment mat here. Mobility kit over on the left. You can also fold down the rear seats for even more room. Close that up. Let's make our way to the front and pop the hood. So we take in more of the Dravit Grey, the lowered suspension. All right, so here's the S58 inline-six 3-liter twin-turbo engine, 523 horsepower and 479 torques. So plenty of power in this car. But that's it for a quick look at another M3, also with the performance suspension installed from the port. We'll see you at the next video.